Welcome to another episode of 50 Shades of Over 50. And my guest today is Sharon Trice. I'm so excited to have her. Welcome, Sharon.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for
All
having
right.
me.
Oh, you're welcome, Sharon. You're welcome. So my first question to you is, how old are you?
I'm 55.
Yay! All right. So, Sharon, before we even go into the viral video, so for those listening, Sharon had a viral video on TikTok. And I think was that in 2020 or 2021?
2020.
Wow. Okay. So this was when TikTok was kind of getting in 2020. But before we even go there, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. I'm originally from Louisiana, but I moved here and I graduated from L.S.U. and I got married in 1990 and moved here with my husband in Orlando. So I do live in Florida. My girls are 29 and 25. I have a granddaughter, Lila. She just turned 7 months.
Oh.
So I get, when people ask me, where are you from? I still say I'm from Louisiana because that's where it feels like, that's what how it feels.
Of course.
But I've been in Florida for such a long time. So.
Okay, cool. All right. So tell us a little bit about what happened when you did that video. So to give people some like history, there was a video that went viral that she did, and it was a viral video based on a trending song, and she did it. So tell us a little bit about that. What happened to that?
All right. I had just joined TikTok not long before, so that probably was my third or fourth video, maybe.
Wow.
And the way I started TikTok is I was on furlough for 6 months from my job that I have with Hilton Vacation Club. Mm-hmm. And I did an Instagram challenge because I had only been on Facebook and Instagram. And my daughter, the one who's 25, Amanda, said, "Mom, you just did that Instagram dance challenge. You should totally join TikTok." I said, "TikTok? Isn't that for the kids?" And she said, "No, Mom, go on and you'll see there's people your age that are on there dancing. You would have so much fun." So that's how I started, and I'm getting there with the video.
That's fine. That's fine.
But I joined, and all I did is uploaded my 2 Instagram challenges. So it was recorded like that. All it was an upload from what I did. It wasn't recorded in TikTok. Nothing. I didn't know how to use what the effects do, how to record. All I knew was how to upload. So I uploaded those 2, and then I think I did a couple of more. Mm-hmm. And before I had done Savage Remix, I did a Rockstar challenge.
Yes, I remember that one. That was a popular song on TikTok for those that don't know. Yeah.
Yes, and I remember being at home, and when I say home, my parents' home in Louisiana, and my dad in his 80s, my mom in her 80s, and they say, "What is that bow wow thing you do?" Or they call it the bow wow. I go, "No, the TikTok, what?" So they don't even know how to say it or what it is. But I remember talking to him about it and say, "Dad, I woke up this morning and 3,000 people saw my video. I cannot believe 3,000 people saw that."
I know, right?
So then a couple videos later, it was Savage Remix. And I don't know if I can do that dance. That looks a little complicated. And I hadn't been dancing in a while. So I went and I practiced it, but I did not have it just right the way I wanted it because my husband, we were back in Florida by then.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to cook dinner at 7:00. It was 6:30. And I told my husband, "I'm still gonna cook at 7. Give me 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
I'm like, goodness. I had already been practicing. This was just 30 minutes just to record it. Right. So I had made several mistakes. And I had committed to cooking at 7.
7.
put it on there. So it wasn't even perfect like I like, but I all of a sudden it just started, my phone started blowing up because
Blowing up.
I still had the notifications on my phone.
Oh, okay.
I quickly take that off because I was like, ding, ding, ding. What is going on? I thought 3,000 and overnight was big numbers, but I think by the next day it was 2 million, and then it went up from there. I think now it's at 20 million views.
20 million views.
It was crazy. And my daughter who told me to join TikTok, she called me and said, Mom, your video is quite viral. And I'm like,
what does that mean?
And they go, Mom, you have some really famous people commenting on your videos. She goes, you know, Charlie D'Amelio just commented on your video. And I said, Charlie who? He was, Mom, you have to reply back to these people. Is that what you do? So and then I tried to respond. Actually, I try to respond to everyone. I don't
really. Those were a lot of responses, though.
I tried, but now
I'm sure you did, but there were too many comments.
No, but I don't want to be that person that's only going to reply to the what is it, the verified people, because I didn't even know. To me, TikTok is just fun. Well, who cares if you're verified? Verified, not verified.
I know, exactly.
Just go down the line. But yeah, I get it. After a while, I just was like, okay, just let it go. But people still to this day, I just looked at my notifications this morning on TikTok, and somebody shared that video to a friend and said, hey, do you remember this? So after 2 years, people are still going back to it.
Yeah, that video was amazing. I was like, wow. And for those wondering, I'm going to post a link to that video in case you haven't seen it, so you can show how Sharon made us proud. Like, seriously, she did an amazing job with that video. Yeah.
Oh, it was S Trice too. Right. My TikTok. But with Beyonce, when her mom Tina reposted it. Oh no, Miss Tina just reposted my video.
But it was an amazing video. And because and it really goes to show that TikTok isn't for just the young people. We're here watching. We really are. And it's interesting how you said your daughter was the one that made you go. When I was trying to go on TikTok, my kids were like, no, Mom. I have 2 boys. They were like, this is for us. No. And I kind of, at first I said, okay, I won't go on. And then 2 months later, I'm like, I'm going on, regardless of what you guys think. So it's kind of nice that but then now my kids are supportive of it. But it's nice that your daughter actually encouraged you from the beginning.
Yes. Absolutely.
So tell me your background. So were you a dancer before? Because those moves were, those are some kind of complicated moves that you did there, in my opinion, anyway.
Okay. I started dancing when I was 4, and it was strictly ballet. Nothing but ballet, classical ballet. Ballerina from the time I was 4 till I would say when I was in high school.
Really?
I started learning different types of dance. So I did jazz and modern and tap and hip hop. But then I got in, I did not, as far as being a cheerleader in 8th grade, I did not make my 8th grade cheerleading team. So I was on the volleyball team, so I didn't make it. Yeah. So, and that whole year of 8th grade, I was happy to be on the volleyball team, but that year is my goal. I'm going to make it to be a cheerleader in high school. I think I had to work on being sharp because, I was a ballerina. So all I knew is how to be graceful and how it's different type of moves when you're used to being in ballet, and then
Yeah.
you have to be really sharp.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, I did make it high school cheerleader. Same thing as I was the captain on my last year or so.
Nice.
And then in college, the same thing happened. I wasn't used to, I was tried out to be an LSU Golden Girl, wasn't used to their style. Didn't make it my first year. Try hard again, and you just figure out what you need to work on. So that's another thing I want to tell people is if you really want something, you have to work on it. It's not going to always come naturally. Sometimes you just have to just find out, okay, how can I get better at this? And so I did make the LSU Golden Girls, and then I say, I'm going to try out for Dallas Cowboys Cheerleader. I made that one the first time, but so my husband and I he still had another year at LSU, and well, he went to another college, but I had just graduated LSU. He had another year of college. So we had a long distance relationship. This is my husband that I'm married. We've been together 36 years and married 31 years.
Wow, that's lovely.
But we had a long distance relationship for 1 year while I was in Dallas, and he proposed to me. And he did not want to live in Texas. He did not want to live in Louisiana. But he said, "What about? I want to get married, but would you?" I was thinking what do you think about Florida? And because he's in the golf business, he is a PGA professional in golf.
Okay.
Is really, if you're in golf.
True. Yeah.
So that's why we're here.
Nice. So how long were you a Dallas cheerleader for? How long did you do that?
1 year. Just 1 year. So it was I made a choice. I would have loved to do it longer. And if I had one of those marriages that we were married 1 or 2 years or a few years and then it didn't last, I'm like, oh darn, I should have stayed and done it longer. But I can have no regrets because
of course, but you did it. That's the thing.
But I did it.
You did. And I think really what was really, fascinating and interesting was you did it once and you got in. Yes.
Because I was so used to, well, if I don't make it this time, I'm going to try it. And I don't think I would have tried again because that year would have gone by. Yeah. He would have been getting out of college. And that's why I did it, is because he had 1 more year and I didn't know what I wanted to do. I took that year to just do something really fun, which if I didn't make it that year, I don't think I ever would have tried out.
Right.
Honestly, I would have tried out.
Oh, but that's so much fun. A Dallas cheerleader. Ooh, Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. Cool. So with regards to aging, because, I speak with a lot of women and we all age differently. We all experience aging differently. How has that been for you? Or has it been an issue or maybe not? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that.
Yes. Gosh, I'm going to just tell people out there, if you're listening, I think it's hard for everyone. It's the way you handle it. Like I don't think anybody likes to look in the mirror and say, oh, wow, this is like exactly the way I want to look with these wrinkles and, I this neck. This is exactly what I want. But you know what? Things become more important. Like I think your looks become less and less important than just experiencing life and just loving life. Like every minute, you feel like every minute is a blessing. Like you wake up in the morning and you're like, I'm here for another amazing day. Yeah. So I think it's just more things, if you could just shift your mind in the whole realm of things, it's not that important. Like how you look. It's the way you feel inside.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what I would tell people. I do want to just age gracefully, embrace, whatever lines I have here and any kind of crow's feet or any type of looser skin, my crepey chest, which I could probably get some more cream for this. But it's like I said, it's just part of life. And
Yeah.
just not and even when since I am on social media, comments that people might make,
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like if I
Yeah.
would have been, I have to say for the most part I get very positive comments, but
Nice.
the
That's nice.
negative every now and then is the negative. In this, the 55-year-old me, I'm like, huh, whatever.
That's right.
Which I think if I'm in my 20s, it wouldn't be that much. I think for
True.
young girls on social media, these negative comments
Yeah.
can really hit.
Yeah.
I would say for me, it doesn't. I just roll with it. I just move
Yeah.
on. But
Yeah.
it's what it is.
And I guess that's probably the benefits of being older. And I think that's what we want to share with the younger generation, because I think as we're out here, we're also setting an example for them,
Yeah.
because I know when I was younger, I was like, oh my goodness, 50 is so old. And now I'm here, I'm like, okay. So if we can share, continue to share great examples of what being 50, 60, 70 looks like, I think for them, they can get to a point where they start to look forward to it. And I know that's probably way off, but I know it's possible where people can say, wow, look at how much fun they're having. So I guess, we can still do all these amazing things when we're at this age.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what you said is true, looks kind of, pale in comparison to how we used to view it when we were much younger.
Yeah.
Because you can't help, your face is changing, your body's changing. It's not as, your body doesn't look as toned. I mean, it's just,
Yes.
we can't change all that. I mean, you can, but
Right.
you're going to keep doing that continuously if you want to do that. And
Yeah.
so just being able to just say, okay, you know what, this is it. Let me just focus on me. And you said something very important. It's all from the inside. That's for me. Like sometimes people say, oh, why are you always you look so happy all the time? And I tell them, guess what it is? It's because of how I feel inside. And that's what kind of
Yes.
shines through. I'm not doing anything particularly different from the other person, but I've learned to accept that this is what I have and I'm going to enjoy every minute of life. And I
That
can
is
see that you
right.
do that too.
Yes. Yes.
You know, yeah. And you find things that bring you joy, whether it's in your family and your friends and your hobbies and things that you do. I think that's where it shifts. That's where it shifts. And I'm just so excited. Listen, for those listening, if you're not on TikTok and you're in our age range, 50, 60, 70s and over, you need to be on there because there's an amazing, there's an amazing group of women out there. And don't believe, I mean, people will say, oh, it's for younger people. Seriously, we have a lot of people in our age on TikTok and we're having
Yeah.
a lot of fun doing it too.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. And so what would you want to say just before we conclude? Like what kind of, maybe a few words you want to share with our listeners that can kind of help them as they move forward in their journey as they age gracefully?
Oh, like I said before, and you said, and that was beautiful, is just do the things that you enjoy. And I know for myself, I had gone away so long from the last time I performed on stage was, I think I was about 30, and I was dancing with a group, a dance avant. I lived in Pensacola for a few years. It's I was one of the oldest on stage. So like now I might be one of the oldest on TikTok,
Yeah.
but since the age of 30, I'm going to say more than 20 years went by, and I'm not getting away from dance, but getting back to it. I'm just having so much fun and I'm enjoying it. So think about the things that you would like to do when you were younger. Why don't you do this again? If you used to play piano and now have or your piano is sitting there and it's collecting dust, get those and start playing those notes. Just whatever it is, whether it be, martial arts or karate or
Yes.
I don't read books as much. Well, just do those things things you love. And then I think every day when you wake up, you're gonna have fun. You're that's what I'm saying. And just knowing that the people around you, the people that love you, love yourself, love your family, love God, and you'll get this. That it's gonna all come around.
It will. I love what you said about going back to things you loved in your childhood. So one thing I'm doing now is I'm going back to roller skating. I just love it. I'm not as great at it as I used to be, but you know what? It's practice. And you talked about the piano. I actually have a client of mine who's in her 60s. And right now she's learning how to play the piano because she wants to do a recital for her family over the holidays. I think that's just so, that's so, and she's so excited about it. So I think that's a great way, for you to live life.
Idea. I want to get some roller skates.
I know.
80s, I remember going to roller rinks. You gave me an idea. Look for one of it. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Look for it. If you're going to watch a video, I'm going to get some roller skates.
Good. And you know what I want to do? My goal is to be able to dance with them. I'm not quite there yet, but I want to be able to dance on my roller skates. So I'm like, okay. And then I'll post a video and then you can duet me.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Nice. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something because my goal is really with these interviews is for you to kind of take a piece from someone that you're listening to and you can infuse that into your life so that you can help yourself in some way. And I always say that it's not enough to listen because I know you're probably listening and say, oh, that's great. I want you to apply to your own life because that's how you grow. Just listening, that's not going to do much. You might feel great about it, but when you see the real growth in your life is when you take some of it and then you decide to implement it in your own life. So I hope you do that. Yeah. Thank you, Sharon. I really, really appreciate you being here. Thank you for all of you listening. Take care, everyone. And thank you for watching the show. Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed listening to the show, you have to take a look at Flourish, my monthly online community for women in their 50s and beyond. We talk about the important issues affecting women in their 50s and over and provide tools and resources to help you live your best life. Join me by clicking the link Flourish Online Community in the About Me section below. I'd love to have you join me. See you there.